and this is Fireman level 5 here, and I'm making a Let's Play of Pokémon FireRed. Now the reason I've chosen this game is because Pokémon Red was the first video game I ever owned, so it has a lot of sentimental value towards me, but I've chosen the remake, FireRed, because I personally feel that the remakes lend themselves more to a Let's Play, for reasons that I'll probably explain during the Let's Play itself. So, let's get started. Here is some really basic instructions, which I won't, belittle your intelligence by making you have to read them because they're really stupid. And this is Professor Oak. He's going to introduce the game to us and introduce the concept of Pokemon to us. I gather that most people who are going to want to watch a Pokemon Let's Play probably know about Pokemon, but as I go through the game, I guess I'll just explain stuff anyway, just in case, because I don't know who's watching, and it's always nice to hear other people's opinions and stuff on that kind of thing. So, here we have Professor Oak talking very slowly, which reminds me that I need to change the speed of the speech in the game, because that's going to piss me off. And here, the senile old man asks me if I'm a boy or a girl, and I'm a girl, so I'm going to pick the girl character. And, I forgot I have to name myself. I'm gonna call myself Elise. No, it is not my real name, but it's a name I like, so let's just go with it. And next we get asked to name our rival, who is actually Professor Oak's grandson. And he's so senile that he can't remember his own grandson's name. Oh, we're gonna have to remind him, that his unfortunate grandson is just called Cock. I mean, what kind of parents would do that to their son? It's kind of horrible, especially since his sister was obviously loved enough to get a normal name like Daisy. But oh well, who cares about him, because my own Pokemon legend is about to unfold! A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits, so let's shrink down and go! Now here we are in the main character's bedroom. The first thing I'm going to do is set the text speed to fast and change the frame. Look at all these very boring, jazzy frames we can pick from. I'm going to pick the red one, because red's my favourite colour. And if you click here, you can play with the NES, all old school and stuff. And if you go up to the computer here, you'll find your character's lifetime supply of items, which is a single potion, which is quite sad when you think about it, really. And so the first thing we need to do is go downstairs, where we'll meet Elise's mother, who is agoraphobic and slightly insane, because she seems to think that her daughter should be leaving home at the age of 10. She also never leaves the house and never leaves that one spot throughout the entire game, which is, kind of weird. Over here we have an NPC who's quite useless, really. Look, look, look! She gets so excited about opening the menu with the start button. Isn't that pretty evident to anyone who's ever played a video game, and kind of evident anyway if you haven't? And then over here, technology is incredible! This guy, he comes rainbows because of what computers can do. You've got to think, how amazing your life would be if you could be that excited so easily. Now, if you head up north here, Professor Oak will stop you from going into the long grass, because apparently it's really dangerous. Wild Pokemon live in the tall grass, and that's where you're going to find all of your random encounters. Well, most of your random encounters throughout the game. You can also get them from surfing or in caves. But he takes us back to his lab, where we're going to be able to pick our starter Pokemon, and we meet our rival for the first time as well, who's a whiny bastard, by the way, just in case you didn't know already. So I'm going to give a quick run through of the Pokemon you have available to choose from when Cock stops whining and being a little cock. So first Pokemon on the list here is Bulbasaur. It's a grass type Pokemon. It's also got a subtype Poison. It's the only one out of the 3 starters that starts off with dual typing. It's a grass type mainly though, so it's very useful. I guess just in general, it's kind of like easy mode basically, because it's super effective against the first 2 gyms. It's also very useful in Mount Moon, the first dungeon, because you come across a lot of rock Pokemon, and obviously the first 2 gyms are rock and then water. So it is a very good choice if you're a beginner, or if you just want to take the easy route and don't want to have to bother with much training and stuff like that. But I'm not going to pick Bulbasaur. Next we have Squirtle, who's the water Pokemon, who I guess you could say he's the like normal or medium mode. He's super effective against the first gym, very useful inside Mount Moon, and not very effective against the second gym, which is water Pokemon, but by that point you'll have the chance to catch Pikachu or Oddish or Bellsprout, depending on which version you play. Oddish in Fire Red and Bellsprout in Leaf Green. So he's very useful as well. They're all useful, I feel, the starter Pokemon. There's nothing really... this is Charmander, the one that I'm going to pick. He's my favourite. People say that Charmander is like hard mode, but to be honest, this game counts as third generation. In the first generation, yes, Charmander would have put you at a massive hindrance for the first part of the game, but now it doesn't really. He learns Metal Claw, which is super effective against rock Pokemon. And yeah, by the time you reach Misty, you have the chance to catch electric and grass Pokemon, so it's not really a problem. And also, Charmander is just, you know, so much cooler than the others. So I always call my Charmanders Fireman for reasons I can't be bothered to explain, because it's an in-joke. So then your rival picks the Pokemon that's super effective against yours. So in my case, he's picked Squirtle to combat my Charmander. He also claims that his Pokemon looks tougher than mine. Well, yours is a fat little turtle, and mine is a lizard who can breathe fire, so I think I know whose Pokemon is better. Nah, man, Squirtle's cool, but Charmander's just cooler. And here we have our first battle in the entire game, which will be an extremely boring battle, because our Pokemon only know 2 moves each. Oh, for God's sake, we need a tutorial? We really do? No, we don't. We know how to play video games. Pokemon is a very simple game. I really don't know why they put this tutorial in. Maybe they just think that kids are stupid. So like I said, this battle's going to be quite boring because your starter Pokemon starts off with just a normal type attack and 1 stat lowering attack. So I'm just going to go ahead and scratch the Squirtle till it dies, because that's all you can really do. The potion that you withdraw from the PC can be helpful if your opponent manages to, you know, get your health down really low and you think you're not going to be able to beat him, but really you shouldn't have much problem with this battle. It's just quite dull. I mean, yeah, you can see that, but we're nearly finished with it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. That's my Charmander. And your starter Pokemon should grow another level from this battle, which is really useful. Yeah, you picked the wrong Pokemon, you whiny bastard. Stop explaining stuff that's really evident, Professor Oak. And there goes the cool guy with the cool theme tune. So now our next destination is the next city, but first... Oh, you have AIDS, that's really interesting. And so do you. Yeah, Professor Oak has lots of AIDS. So now we're going to head up north because the grass is safe for us to go into now. But really, you know, those level 2 Rattatas, so scared. If you talk to this guy here, he's going to give you a free potion because he works at Viridian City Pokemart. Pokemart is where you can buy all your supplies like potions and Pokeballs and Paralyze Heal and all that kind of stuff. And along this route, you're going to be able to come across your first random encounters. And just as I say that, here we have a Rattata, which is one of 2 Pokemon you can catch on this route. I really wouldn't recommend catching Rattata. They're really not that useful, not even, you know, for the first part of the game, because it takes so much effort to train them up to be able to do anything, and they're normal types, they're not super effective against anything. Really not worth it. I mean, they do learn, like, Hyper Fang and stuff like that, which can be quite a powerful move, but really, you're going to want to raise a bunch of Pokemon that are super effective against certain things. And I forgot to go talk to this guy, I've forgotten what he says. Oh, he tells us that you can jump down from those ledges, which we'll be doing later. And another Rattata. Oh god, I'm so scared of the level 2 Rattata. I'm gonna die. I can see why Professor Oak wanted me to take this Charmander with me. Seriously, I swear you could just kick them in the face and break their front teeth, and that would be just as effective as having Charmander attack them. And ooh, Charmander learned Ember. That's always good. My first elemental move of the game. So I'm just gonna rearrange his moves so that Ember is at the top and therefore easier to reach. There we go. And onwards to Viridian City. I seriously can't wait for my character to get the running shoes. It's going to make this game a whole lot easier. And just as we reach Viridian City, I think I'm approaching the 10-minute mark, so I'm going to stop this here, and I hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll tune into the next part. See you guys around!